Hi guys, and welcome back to the Lockdown Lowdown Podcast episode 2. And you may have noticed we're a member short this week, and we're obviously missing the lovely Connor. Connor is not here today because he has moved house and has no Wi-Fi. So we've decided to just go with a trio, and just carry on without him and troop through. I'm sure he'll be back next week. So we miss you, Connor. Hope you're well. So this week we've came up with a new kind of way of talking about things. So we came up with the idea of getting a spinning wheel and putting a load of talking topics in, and we're going to spin it, and whatever it lands on, we're going to talk about that. So we'll probably maybe do 3 or 4. We'll see how we get on with it. And yeah, but before we do that, how are you guys? How are you, Reece?
I'm okay, but I've just realised I have a dent in my nose.
A dent?
Like, when I do that, like, here it goes
Everyone has
inward.
a dent here.
I have a
No,
dent
but,
on
like,
when I
mine
turn to the
goes,
side.
like, in and out. It looks like I have a unibrow in this lighting, so I'm going to do that the entire episode.
Okay, so other than that, are you all good?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I have some Yorkie bites.
Do you remember when they used to
I've
say
never
only
had
for
a
men on
Yorkie.
them?
Oh, yeah, we don't stand that, but, like, we stand the flavour.
Do you not
As in-
remember when they used to sell man-sized tissues?
Yeah.
They were giant tissues for men. It's like, I'm fairly sure women get the same amount of snot as men, but oh well.
I feel like they could also be
But I
used
didn't-
for something else. Sorry. Just... Anyway, Alex, how are you?
He's the one
I
with the dirty
digress.
jokes innuendos this week.
How you doing? I like to see you've moved the photos from your wall.
Yeah. To be fair, I love that wall now.
Yeah, I
It
saw
has
your
my
story the
two
other day.
pictures that people have done for me. Oh, I love it.
Good.
So are your photos in the wall in front of you?
I already had photos on that wall anyways, and then I had extra ones on there. I just took those ones down.
Reece, don't mention the photos.
I won't.
If you
mean-
know, you know.
30 seconds in, you mentioned a sex joke. Like,
It was more of an innuendo. Euphemism,
okay.
sex joke. All
Um,
the same thing.
I'm good. I'm vibing. I am doing like exercise class type thing online via Zoom.
Are you paying
And
for it?
it's really, really good. No, it's free
Oh,
because of
nice.
lockdown. Because I'd originally started lockdown with the whole I want to glow up kind of thing, and then I was like, I was gonna put an Instagram caption saying when's my glow up coming, and I was like, no, let's not be negative. Let's find the positives. And then today, for like the first time ever, I didn't hate what I saw in the mirror, if that makes sense.
I saw on your
Like, I was
story.
like, oh.
Well done.
Actually,
That is a milestone
That-
right there.
it's not the worst. Like, I don't love it. But I
don't
was like,
hate it?
oh, okay. I don't hate it.
It's like Marmite
Um,
in the middle.
Marmite's not in the middle. Marmite is horrendous.
I've never had it, so I wouldn't know. Sorry about this light, by the way,
Awful.
guys. It's really annoying me.
Oh
but we'll live with it, okay?
Nobody would have noticed if you hadn't mentioned it.
Well, they might have. They have now.
But yeah, so I
You
originally
know.
started lockdown doing the whole I want to glow up thing, and I was like, do you know what? No. And I've started doing more like exercise now for the fun of it rather than thinking I want to lose weight, I want to do this. I'm just
Yeah.
doing it because I enjoy it, because like the exercise class I do is basically just a load of dance routines.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of the same. Like, I've carried on biking and stuff, just because I really enjoy it.
Oh,
I don't
oh
do
no, that one's too
exercise.
graphic.
You don't what, sorry, Reece?
I don't do exercise. My only form of exercise is walking, but like I drive to work now because I have a car, and we're on the bottom floor at college, so I can't walk upstairs, and I live in a bungalow. Like,
And
so
live in a bungalow
guess what
too.
is I desperately wanted you to say then, Reece. My only form of exercise is running towards the ice cream van.
No, because I don't like running.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen Reece run. Like thinking of
No,
it.
I'm classy.
No, I have, because he runs away when he does something bad. When he misbehaves, and then he's like, I don't want to get caught. And then he runs, literally. So, yeah.
So we've established we're all doing well. We're having a great time, great life, great day. Good vibes only. So
Yeah.
let's crack on with the topics. So I'm gonna share screen to the random spinner wheel. Can everyone see that?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see that? Oh dear.
I can
Yes,
now.
we can.
I've got a little notification. Right, okay. So, random wheel picker. I'm going to spin it, and whatever it lands on, I have a few notes wrote down, and we'll talk about it. Just have a little chit chat. So, right, ready? Drum roll, please. Da-da-da. What have we got?
Oh, it's laggier than I wanted it to
Yeah, that's
be.
quite lucky.
Oh, right, okay. So, pet/animals. Right, so let me check my
Reece.
notes. Oh, Reece, I feel like this is something you can't relate to.
Yeah, you don't have anything.
No.
Well, this might be a
nothing
quick
at
topic
all.
then. We'll see. Okay, so stop share. Right, so the notes I've got wrote down on it. So pet/animals. Where is it? This is a big note. Okay. Right, so my first
Wow.
question is, do you guys have any pets?
Yeah.
Right, so what have you got,
No.
Alex? You've got a cat, right?
I have a cat, yeah. She's called Delilah.
Oh, I didn't actually know
Um,
that was her name.
Yeah, but we call her Del for short. But yeah, she's called Delilah because my dad was like, no pets, blah, blah, blah. And there's this story, I feel like it might be in the Bible, so he might be getting religious, but I'm not sure. And there's this man, and he like doesn't love people, and there's this woman who like melts his heart, and he falls in love with her, and that is what's happened with my cat. My dad adores her, and
Good.
she is very much I love my dad and only dad. And she was kind of anti me and my mum until lockdown, and now she loves me too.
She
So
probably
I'm very
just got
happy.
used
It's
to
only
you.
taken 8 years.
When your cat walks into a room, do you go, "Hey there, Delilah"?
Oh my god. Yeah, I love that. Do you sing
I
it?
say hey there, Del.
No, every
Hey,
time
Del.
you need to sing.
Hey there, Delilah.
Yeah.
I'd sing the whole song to my cat every time.
But I sing things like that to her, and you know the one that's like, why, Delilah?
No.
Yeah. Tom Jones. Tom Jones up in this BITCH.
So
We can't-
Alex, you have one cat, and Reece, you have no pets, and I've got one
No,
dog.
I used to have like fish from carnivals, but I used to overfeed them and they lost a day.
Yeah, fish from carnivals. Yeah, I
And then I'm
think I
pretty
won
sure when
one
I was
once.
younger, I think I had a pet snail as well, but I stepped on it.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Yeah.
So
But I haven't got.
so that leads me on to my next question, right? So what is your
No,
dream?
no. What about your pet?
Talk
What
about
about
Snoop.
you?
Oh, okay. You guys want to know
Does.
about my pet? Snoop. Yeah, it's called Snoop, and he's real cute. And that's about it. Now, to be fair, my dog actually means everything to me. Like, the love I have for him is unconditional. Like, the love that you have for pets, I don't know if you guys feel it, but it's really something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get what you mean because my nan had a ridiculous amount of pets. Like she used to work for like an animal charity type thing, so she would always have like rescue cats and dogs like getting better, and then they would go off to get fostered or whatever. But she'd always like keep her favorites, and so I grew up with like tons of animals. And when I went round to their house, and oh my god, my love for those animals that I grew up with was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
They died.
Wow.
Plain and simple.
So,
Because I was like 3 and grew up with them, and then I got to like 15, and they were like 13 in dog years. No, in human years. So God knows how old in dog years.
so moving on to my next question. So what is your dream pet? If you could have any pet, what would it be? Reece.
See, I wanted like a llama or an alpaca before it was popular, but now people are saying that I want to change it a little bit. So I kind of want, like, I don't want something exotic either, because like you know what, it's like quite unfair, isn't it? Isn't it unfair?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm happy with a dog. I really
Yeah.
like Pomeranians and
Really?
Samoyed. Yeah, I love Pomeranians and Samoyeds.
Pomeranians, the little yappy ones.
Yeah, but you can get really quiet ones.
Can you?
Yeah, my friend had a little quiet Pomeranian, yeah. And we used to like push it around in a pram and like give it Evian water.
That's such a you thing to do. I can just imagine you pushing a dog around in a like buggy.
Mm.
Right.
But like, yeah, like just I like animals apart from spiders. No.
Alex, what about you? What's your dream pet?
A narwhal.
Oh, is that the dolphin?
With the unicorn horn, yeah. And a turtle.
Right.
A
Oh
narwhal
yeah,
and
yeah,
a
of course
turtle.
a turtle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Alex loves
Turtle.
turtles. That,
Oh,
yeah.
imagine if they crossbred.
Ew, no, I wouldn't make them like create some sort of thing. They would just
Nartle.
be best friends.
Mm.
My dream pet would probably be.
You're just gonna say dog.
A dog.
I quite like mice wearing scarves.
What?
Oh yeah.
Like in cartoons when in cartoons when there's like mice and like they wear like scarves and like a little hat, like in Aristocats. Oh,
I mean,
I want one of those.
I'll keep that in mind for your next birthday. So next question to do with pets and animals. Do you think that some animals are kept as pets when they shouldn't be? So this can relate to obviously owners who keep animals that probably aren't pets in the homes or in the gardens, or as well just zoos. Like, do you guys have an opinion on zoos? Do you think they're cruel, or like obviously there's all the stuff about, is it Sea World and stuff? There's always been controversial comments about that
Yeah.
and stuff. So what's your opinion on zoos then? Let's go with zoos and like Sea World and stuff.
I am a person who loves zoos and aquariums. I love going to them. I love seeing the animals. Like, that is a top-notch day out for me. But only if they're like conservation type things. They're trying to like bring back endangered animals, if that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
obviously there are species that are like severely endangered. So they get brought into some zoos to like create more of them and then release some of them back into the wild. Do you know what I mean? I like that kind of zoo. But the idea of an animal being trapped in an area they're not supposed to be isn't ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about you,
I
Reece?
get that. Like, I'd compare it to Harry Potter. Like, I like the Harry Potter franchise, but I
Yeah.
don't like J.K. Rowling. I like going to zoos, and like, I think SeaWorld's kind of cool in that. But the stuff behind it, like how zoos become zoos and how SeaWorld, like SeaWorld, is quite negative. So I don't know. I'm always against animal abuse, and I feel like that is a form of animal abuse.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whale, Shamu the whale, like he gets treated like poop, doesn't he? And like, it's like exploiting animals for people's entertainment. I feel like there should be boundaries.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot better now than they used to
Oh,
be.
definitely, because
Because
having
they don't force the animals as much to do things. Obviously, there's still like shows that they do, so like sea lion shows and things. But I think they're a lot better than they used to be. Like, there used to be animals in circuses, and they don't do that anymore. 'cause
Yeah, I was
it's
about to say
cruelty.
that. Like, they've banned animals from circuses now. So I think there's like more laws on it, or stricter laws now, which is obviously good. But I feel like it's still a very sensitive topic because I guess it depends on individual zoos as well. I've just saw an
Yeah.
article before that there was a zoo that now is having to close because it doesn't have enough money, and it's like, what's going to happen with all them animals? Yeah, so I think...
Did you know, on that topic, sorry, you know Iceland, the shop,
Oh, the
Yeah.
penguin thing.
they've adopted all of the penguins from Chester Zoo, I think it is,
Oh,
to
really?
Yeah.
try and keep them afloat. Yeah.
Oh, that's really
But they're
cool.
not in the shop. They're not in the shop
No.
though.
No, they're obviously not
Good.
in the shop. They're just paying for their like living.
Imagine if they were in the shop though, and they're like in like the fish finger aisle.
Right, we have 10 minutes left, guys, and then I'll just change to another meeting.
So when this ends, will the recording automatically end?
Your guys' will, mine won't.
Okay.
Because I'm recording on a different thing. Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
Is that pretty much it for pets and animals then? Reece, were you
I mean,
finished
I
what
have
you were
nothing
saying?
much to say.
Huh?
I don't have any pets, so like I have nothing
Yeah.
to add to that.
Okay, right. We'll should we quickly do one more before this ends then? We'll talk about one more topic, right? Oh no, what have I done here? Right. Share screen. Okay. Next topic. Let's see what we've got. Is that laggy for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
First dates. Would you look at that? Okay.
This is the one you wanted.
Yeah. Okay. First dates. So let me see what I've got on my notes for this one. Let me find it. Okay. First dates. So my first question is, what is your ideal first date? So this doesn't mean that you're in a relationship with them already. It's more just like you agree to go on a date to see if you like them type thing. So just a first impression type thing. So what's your ideal first date?
Who are you asking?
Reece, you go first.
I think mine will be like champagne and a hot air balloon.
Oh, very like classy, high maintenance.
Yeah, which is like the complete opposite of me as a person.
So you'd want your first date to be somewhere like extravagant?
Yeah, but like I don't want the first date to be like something so high, because then after that it'll just be like downhill.
But if you're doing like speed dating and you're just going up and down in that hot air balloon, like
Ooh, that's like the only time I'll move.
Alex, what's your ideal first date then? So we've got champagne in a hot air balloon. Is yours any more traditional?
I think I would be happy just going out for food. Just going out for food, getting to know who they are, and things like that. Like if it was like a picnic or something. But the one date I desperately want to do, but they don't really do it in England, is like those drive-in movies. Yeah. No, it's like an outdoor cinema type thing, and you drive in and park your car up and watch the film in your car.
So I actually
So
I saw an event on Facebook the other day that they're doing
the
them in
race
Newcastle.
Oh, they're doing one in the racecourse this
Was that
summer.
not just a club's classic rave?
No, they're doing a drive-in movie.
Oh, Alex, do you want to go on a date?
Racecourse. Yeah.
Maybe. I'll come too.
Yay!
Let's do it. Let's go see a movie. What? I get what you mean though. That's more of an
I
American
don't
thing,
know what
isn't
it
it?
is yet. But yeah, I really want to do that. I don't know, the idea of it is just so not English, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
We would never do that. It would rain. It would be freezing cold.
Yeah. And
But I want to do it.
That's very true. I feel like my ideal first date. You know the show First Dates?
Yeah.
I watch that all the time. I love that show. And my ideal first date would probably just be the same. Yeah, to go out for a nice romantic meal in a posh restaurant. Well, not that posh, but like
Thing.
not chavvy.
I don't know if I could do a romantic restaurant. I think I'm too awkward for that.
To be fair,
It would
I am
have
quite
to
awkward. I'd
be
definitely
my
spill
skill.
something down myself, but it always makes for a funny story if you do end up being.
It'd have to be somewhere chilled out and relaxed, like no pressure, if that makes
Like
sense.
Nando's,
Nando's, a pizza place, like
spoons.
No, I'm more for like a more.
I mean spoons. I think spoons is for the lads. Like you get
Yeah.
there with your
spoons,
friends.
spoons.
Spoons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I think it'd have to be more chill, and then you can get up to the romantic, expensive restaurants when you get to know each other and actually know if you like each other.
See, now I'm the opposite. I would rather go like to a romantic, one first. But do you know the
No.
one thing that I hate for first dates, and I never understand why it's liked, is cinema. Why would you go to the cinema? You can't talk to them. I just don't get
I
it.
kind of get it.
I don't get
I
it.
get it as well.
I
I
don't.
kind of
Because
get it.
it avoids awkward first talks.
But I could
Yeah.
talk for the
It avoids the
world.
awkward
Like,
hi sort of moment, and then if you think it's chill, because you'll obviously have a chat while you're getting your popcorn and everything, and maybe a little
Yeah.
chat during the advert. And if you think
And
it's going well during the film, you might just get a sneaky handhold.
I can't
Oh,
hear
yeah,
them though.
exactly.
Them adverts, the cinema's too loud. I'll be like, what? What are you saying? Like, I can't
but
hear.
you can have the cliche.
Oh god.
Yes, yes, I would take that.
I'm
I'd
not a
be
fan
happy.
of cinema for
Yeah.
first dates, me. I'd much rather talk to
after.
them.
Well, cinema and then food, and
wanna-
then you've got
I wanna
something to
get to
talk
know
about
them.
at food.
Yeah, you
Or
have
the
the film to
movie.
talk about.
Okay.
You have the film
Okay.
to talk about, just in case like you have nothing in common, and you're like, I need a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, that's fair
I
enough.
watched Parasite. Parasite's an amazing film.
have you
Oh.
watched it? I haven't seen it. Is
I
it
haven't
good?
seen it, but I've
I
heard it's
haven't
very
watched.
good.
I haven't watched the end. I haven't watched the end, but oh my god, I watched it with my friend who's not a film. She's not like a film person. She's like, oh, this is so boring and that. But I loved it. The cinematography, the plot.
I can't wait for 1917 to go out on DVD.
I'll buy
Oh,
you
that's
it.
amazing as well.
Oh yes, Ollie, it's on record, it's on film. You guys heard it first. That is what Holly's buying me.
Yeah, I promise. So next question, right? This is okay. Just tell me what you think about this. Should the man pay on a first date? What do you guys think about that? Of the cliche traditional, the man pays the bill for the first date.
Well, in my
think,
case,
well, I think the girl should always offer. You should never assume
100%,
that
yeah.
he is gonna pay. And in general, my dates have always been, no, I am paying. Like I am paying, you're not gonna pay. But you always offer. Always, always.
Yeah, I think it's a big put off for the guys if the girl doesn't even offer.
Yeah, and she's like, excuse me, buy me my meal?
you think it'll be a little bit cringe though? Like if you buy, like, what if you were on a date and you called into Tesco's for a Tesco's meal deal, and you just like, do you want me to buy you a meal deal? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's quite weird. I find that
On a
weird.
first date, I'm not gonna be taking them to Tesco. So I don't think I would get in that situation.
I would take them to the detergent aisle. Smell
Reece.
lovely.
Reece, this is a question with you then, because obviously you've been on dates with men and women. So what's
With
happened?
women? Sorry.
Well, I don't know. Have you been on
Yeah.
them with women? I don't know. What have you done when you've been with like a man?
A partner.
Yeah.
My first dates aren't it. My first dates, one of them was in a skate park, which ended quite
Yep.
raunchy.
Yep.
The second first date, the second first date, we went to a bar and they bought me a drink because he worked there. And the third date, it was watching the Drag Race season 11 finale at their house.
Yeah.
For first date, I can't remember what I did. Oh, what was it? What was it? Oh, bowling. I think we did halfsies.
Yeah.
I think I paid for bowling and he paid for food or something like that.
That's fair enough. Things like
I
that.
don't know.
I quite like.
In my experience, I've always offered, but they've always been like, "Oh, I'll pay," and I've been like, "No, like we can split it." But what's often happened is they'll pay for that, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I'll pay for the next one," and then I pay for the next thing we do.
Yeah, that's no. They've always told me no.
There's
Yeah.
less than
I
a
try
minute.
to pay. I try to pay every time, and they just don't let me.
So next question on first dates is, what do you look for in a man/woman on the first date? Like what do they have to kind of do within a first date for you to be instantly attracted to them? Like personality traits or
Money.
looks or Money, did you just say?
Funny.
Money.
No, funny. Money. No, funny. They have to be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just have to be funny.
Have to make
I
you
like
laugh.
them to praise me.
Like,
What?
on your looks, or...
Just like when I talk about myself, like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
Also,
oh,
like,
that's
be interested in you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, interested in what you're saying.
Reece, if they say it like
Yeah.
that, it sounds more sarcastic, if I'm honest.
You won awards.
I feel like what I look for in a man/woman on a first date is, yeah, they have to be funny, and it's definitely like I'm 100% like personality. Well, maybe like 90% personality, 10% looks. Well, no, maybe I don't know.
Because you have to have some sort of physical attraction to the person.
Yeah, of course. Like you want to be attracted to them, but I would definitely say it's like more personality. I'd probably say someone's
Someone's personality can make them more attractive,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
And they
Like their
can't be
personality
cocky.
can make them.
Do not like
Yeah,
a cocky person.
I want someone sweet.
Confident but not cocky.
Yeah.
It's
You want
more
someone
it.
sweet?
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
where did I go?
Right, okay. How did that take me
Yeah.
a while to click?
I can't see you anymore.
What do you mean?
Can you see me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
But you can.
Oh, I found you. I found you. I found you.
I want a gentleman, like back in like the olden days where they would open the car door for you, and things like just a gentleman. Like nowadays, I feel like
You should probably cut that out.
there's a standard of like grey joggers, Mackies, just throw it at them and then walk away after like 15 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I want the old school romance of it.
I've always said that I have no type or preference and I'm very indecisive. But like I thought about it recently and I think I'm leaning towards like a cute like theatre, like American theatre sort of person.
Like
you know,
a
just
theatre
like very like expressive with like their thoughts and feelings, like not in like an obnoxious way. And like just very like considerate and caring in that.
Yeah.
Like they need to have like a look as well. Like they need to look like cuttable. You know what I mean? They need to look like they're ready for a hug.
I feel like I feel like a big thing for me is someone who is kind to others and confident within themselves. Like even just making small talk with like the waiter or whatever, like even just stuff like that, seeing that they're confident in themselves, like that would be a big thing for me. I'd be like, this person's nice.
If they don't treat the waiter or waitress with respect, if they do something or like kick off, or if like there's something a little bit wrong with one of our meals or something, and then they take it out on the waiter or waitress, massive like no.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do if you were on a date and you were like at a restaurant and like he seemed absolutely perfect and amazing, and then when you sat down and the food came, he just like takes a really childish bib out of his pocket and just like put it around him and just like starts like
I feel like, where's your manners, babe?
No, like what if he was like, oh, thank you, like, and then just like
what scenarios that you come up with, Reece, really make me wonder what's going on in your head sometimes.
What kind of dates have you been on that someone's done that to you?
I've had a couple of dates that I've ended in like num 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 num, but like
num num num.
No, I've never had that.
Are these the men or the women that you're dating?
I don't know anymore.
Oh wow. I feel like as well, one thing for me is I want them to be like, it's quite mature, but then also a laugh, but not like, do you know what I mean?
Like a fine
good balance, yeah.
Yeah. They have to know when to be serious, but can take a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know when to be serious at all.
I feel like I need to go on more dates with women.
You haven't really experienced that side.
No, not yet.
I know quite a few.
Mine's just drunk encounters.
Mm.
Right, sorry, Reece, what were you going to say?
I know quite a few women that'll be open for some holy Angusin.
Thanks. Hit me up, guys.
Some Angus beef burger.
Yeah. Everyone used to call me that in school. Angus beef burger. So is that pretty much everything for first dates then? Anyone else got anything to add?
No, I don't really want to go into first date experiences because
no, we won't go down that route.
We'd probably get like in trouble again.
I feel like we'll expose ourselves too much.
Yeah,
Does anyone have any light-hearted, funny
Yeah.
first date stories? I'm more looking at you, Alex.
Like how I met.
Well, just any light-hearted kind of first dates, yeah.
I had well, it wasn't a first date. Does it have to be first or just a date?
No, it doesn't have to be first, just any date.
One of my absolute favorite dates I've ever been on is it was their little niece's birthday and they were having it at Energy, you know, the trampoline park.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was such a bop. They had music blasted and we were just bouncing about on trampolines and we were like jumping off stuff and like hitting each other with these massive foam things. It was great.
Some of the like outgoing dates are sometimes the best. Like I went to Laser Quest on a date in like year 8 once and it was so good.
You get to know the personality and have fun. It's not like intense with like just talking.
Yeah, true, but I do like that as well. I'm very much like a bit of both. Maybe if it's going well, maybe nice romantic meal. If it's going well, let's go Laser Quest after. That'll do me.
Yeah, right. that was a good one. Yeah.
So, are we done with that topic? Should we move on to our next spin the wheel topic? Right, we'll do we'll do one or two more and see what we've got. Let's see what we've got now, right? Can you guys see that? Spin the wheel. Drum roll, please.
Oh, this is so laggy.
Money. So
love it. I love it.
No, I ain't saying a gold digger.
We want it.
Money. I like
Pitfalls
money.
and bio.
So, right, let's have a little look at my notes on money.
I knew that I've had a love for money ever since I was younger, and like when we play with Monopoly money, like I just used to like be like,
give me the money, show me the money. Okay, so first question on money. I've lost it. Oh, does money really buy happiness? Now, from your experiences, or do you believe that money will really buy you happiness? Alex, we'll go to you. Oh, sorry.
Well, apparently, I can't remember what the amount is, but there's a certain amount of money that you can have, and if you aren't happy with that amount of money, any more won't change that, if that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure it's 75,000 grand.
Yeah, it's something like that, and if you're not happy with that, then you won't be happy with any amount of money.
Yeah.
So I think money can pay for amazing experiences, but you don't need money to have amazing experiences.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like
definitely.
you could go to the Maldives on a month's holiday and have a great time swimming with dolphins, but you could also have an amazing time out camping for a weekend with your friends, and it's on the cheap kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. What about you, Reece? What do you think about money?
Call me shallow. But, there's like a post on Facebook that I saw, and it was like, money can't buy happiness, but it's a lot more comfortable to cry in a Lamborghini rather than like a Ford Focus or whatever. And like, I kind of vibe with that, but like,
like everyone wants to have nice stuff and like a great car and a great house and everything. But
I feel like luxurious purchases gives you happiness, but only for like a couple of minutes or whatever. Whereas like experiences, like you can always look back on that and like have that like feeling for a while.
Do you know what makes me happy is when I save up for a long time and buy something or go somewhere and feel like I've earned it, and that genuinely really makes me happy, knowing that I've not just been given this or handed it, like actually working for it makes me happy. And of course, like I'd love money, but I really feel like buying all these designer clothes and like hundreds of £1,000s worth of jewellery or whatever wouldn't actually make me that happy. What I would want is to travel and stuff, so I don't think materialistic things would make me happy.
I think both would be nice.
I mean, it would be nice, but I don't think it would make me happy.
Oh no, like I love it. Like I love it. But you know what I mean? I feel like if I had like nice if I had like some nice designer clothes, like I would love my appearance more, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like I'd feel good in myself. Yeah, true. I mean,
my
like
whole outfit right now is from Primark.
This wasn't expensive, but it feels really comfy and cozy.
It was because I want to buy it, and I'm like, no, too expensive.
It's not expensive compared to what I want.
Hang on, what is that about you saying you're not high maintenance?
Like I like Burberry and like Louis and Moschino.
I just don't look at it because
I get why you like that. Like, it looks nice, but me wearing that, you might feel superior and stuff, but how, like, to me, how's that going to bring me happiness?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I would love it if someone like gave me it. I would definitely take it and be grateful.
Yeah,
but
I'd take it.
You don't want to get hung up on it. You don't want to be hung up on it though.
Have you ever noticed, right? I went into a shop, I think it was called Flannels in Newcastle, right? Everything was so expensive, and half of it was actually really ugly. Like, it wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of it, it's just for people to buy and say, like, look how expensive this is.
It's just a label,
not actually crap.
I know quite a few people that don't like the Louis Vuitton print.
I've got
only, or just don't like the print.
Like, I remember when I was in New York and I wanted to go on like that avenue and like go into every single designer shop, and I went into like the Louis Vuitton one, and you know like the print and that.
Yeah.
Those like brown suitcases we were on, and like people were like, oh, that's ugly. And like, to be honest, like if it was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm quite conflicted on it. I used to hate it, but then you just grow to live it.
I don't like it when. Have you ever seen people with the acrylics with the like designer logos on their acrylics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know if we'll get sued for this, but I don't like Alessi.
I used to have so much of it. I used to wear it all the time.
What?
Alessi.
I think I know it.
It's the brand looks like half orange or Satsuma or something.
It's the brand that looks like a petrol station.
Oh yeah,
actually. So leading on to my next question to do with money. What would you do if you were rich? What would you buy if you had as much money as you could imagine? What would you do with it?
I want plastic surgery, nice house, nice clothes, holidays, cars, Rolexes, like doing that, donating to charities, like lots and lots of charities. Like everything, the whole 9 yards, but like not like what rappers do in music videos. You know what I mean?
What about you, Alex?
Oh, well, believe it or not, I think about this a lot. If I had an unlimited amount of money, I would sort my family out first. So I would make sure any repairs that need doing on the house are done, because obviously it can get very expensive. Or if they want to move house or something to somewhere that's more suitable, then I'd get that sorted. I'd just buy a house, and then it didn't matter if this one didn't sell. I would get grandparents sorted and everything, so they're all happy, everyone's comfortable, and they've got a comfortable amount of money that they can live off. then
I feel
I
so
would.
selfish now.
I feel
But
like
I would.
Alex has genuinely proper thought this through.
Yeah, I genuinely have. And then I would buy myself a mint green car for when I finally pass my driver's test. And then holidays.
Yeah.
Would
Holidays
you like?
and filming equipment.
Would you live like a modest life so your riches are kept low key, or do you want to be like out and proud and brag?
I would have a nice house, but not a mansion because I'd be scared there'd be a robber in a room like on the other side of it and I wouldn't know because it was so big.
I've
Uh,
had a couple of dreams about friends like living in a mansion together, like a
I
hyper.
really want to do that. To be fair, if I was this age and had it, I would probably buy a big house and get all my friends to live together. But we all
Self-isolating
have
in a
separate
mansion.
rooms, separate bathrooms. So we don't constantly have to be together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when the problems start, when you're forced to be together 24/7. It would be big enough for us to have our space, but see each other a lot as well.
I feel like I'm unlike you guys. Well, I haven't thought it through that much. But I feel like the first thing I would do if I had a lot of money would just be to travel because that's all I want really. I want money to travel. And then obviously I'd donate to charities and yeah, I'd help my friends and family out. But I feel like just having the money, you know, even when you just go for food with your friends or your friends like, oh, that's really nice, I'd like that. I'd want to
Yeah,
be able to just
just be
go,
able to
I'll
do
pay
it.
for this, I'll get you that. I just want to be able to buy my friends and family whatever they want and be able to just be like, oh, it's fine, I can get this bill, I can get that. And for them not to worry about it, I'd quite like that, that would be good. I'd probably buy myself a nice car as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, you have a nice car, but it's not like a nice car. Like it's not like
My
a
car's
Ferrari.
yeah. I love my car. I mean, the old cars do the same job, realistically.
Yeah.
Some just go a bit faster than others. But yeah,
A bit.
a lot.
I think Ferrari is going to win in a race against the Volkswagen Beetle. I have a feeling a Ferrari might win.
Especially if you like that Volkswagen's like a 1 litre. This is getting nowhere. So yeah, with money, I guess that can be like a very sensitive topic because you know there's the amount of people who there's the rich and then the amount of people in poverty. Like the rich could do so much to help out, and I don't think that the rich do as much as they could. But I get obviously it's hard to just be like, oh yeah, have my money. I don't
Because
think I
then
can just
there's
do that.
also like rich guilt. Like some rich people, obviously not all, feel guilty for being rich, so get rid of all their money because they feel so awful that they are rich and other people aren't.
Yeah.
But with people like that rich, like billionaires, they can afford to like clean the ocean, like no problem, and like do stuff like that. That'll be like monumental. I'd like with my riches, if I my hypothetical riches, I would want to do something like really monumental and good for the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, get what I mean, and get like a statue named after you.
Yeah.
weren't too sure on that.
What do you think of sugar daddies and mummies?
Oh, that changed really quickly.
Wow. Actually, a lot of my friends have been saying, oh, all these people are popping up to me saying they're gonna give me like £300 for a foot pick and everything, and I'm like, well, why is no one popping up to me?
Yeah, I haven't had any of that. I just get added. You know those awful Instagram group chats where they add random people?
Yeah.
I keep getting added to them, and I'm like, can you please leave me alone?
Can I ask you guys a question? Would you ever do anything like that for money, like an OnlyFans or have a sugar daddy, or would you ever do anything like that for money?
No.
I wouldn't do it OnlyFans because it'll get nowhere.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I mean, if there was like no strings attached or whatever, like if someone just felt the need to like PayPal me like thousands of pounds, like I wouldn't be like, no, you know what I mean? Don't do it.
No, I would never do anything like that. But fair enough to people who do, you know, fair enough.
I mean, their life, they can do as they please.
Yeah, very true.
No judgment.
Right, next topic, share screen, back to the spinny wheel, woohoo! Right, random pick a wheel. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Go.
What we got today? What we got? Money. We've already done that one, so we'll skip again. Random pick a wheel. What we got today? Money.
Money.
And again, let's remove it. That might help. She's probably done that with the other ones. Right, okay, what else we got? Right, okay.
There you go.
Right, everyone.
I know nothing about this
Okay,
topic.
fine, we'll not do it.
Look, we are doing it.
Right, sorry about that, guys. We'll just edit that out. Okay, mental health. Mental health is our next topic. So let me have a look at my notes. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Right, last topic, guys. Sorry, I've lost. Okay, right. Mental
Can
health.
I tell you guys a fun fact
Go on then.
that you might not know? I'm in a mental health campaign.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
Really?
You definitely didn't meet Prince William and Kate
Haven't you
because
had
of
a
it.
few
And you
interviews for
definitely
it as
didn't like make
well?
films and adverts and stuff. You didn't win an award either.
3?
Sorry, 3 awards.
So,
Wait, I don't know how many actually.
mental health, my first question is, do you think that we have enough support within school and college and uni? I know obviously we might not know about uni, but basically within schools and colleges, do you think there's enough support for teenagers in them education systems currently?
Personally, applying to us and our college, I feel like there is a lot of mental health support.
Yeah.
Like just before we broke up because of like the epidemic, like our mental health person was like issuing like all of these like different resources so we have someone to talk to or whatever. But I know for some other people, like their schools don't have like a school counselor or whatever, which I feel like is not that good. So yeah, there should be like some special requirements where there should be like a nurse in like every school and like stuff like that, and like the waiting list should be shorter. Like, you know what I mean?
Definitely. What about you, Alex? What's your opinion on?
Again, college is amazing about it all. And I'm fairly sure everyone got a text off Kerry to say, I'm here if you need me. Just message me. Schools, not so much. Not so much. There was a counsellor, but you had to go see, I don't know if you guys had them, but like student services, like there was like loads of women at desks doing like attendance and things like that, and that was what we called student services. And you had to go tell them that you wanted to see the counsellor, and then you had to tell them why, and then they would decide if it was a good enough reason.
So they're like exploiting you of your
And
mental
it's like,
health.
yeah, and that was the only source you had to do it, like to do with mental health. So
Yeah.
personally, my school, no, but I don't know about other ones.
I totally agree with college. Again, college is amazing for it, I think. Like, even just through this pandemic, the amount of support we've got, I thought has been really good. Not even just from like the actual people whose job it is, like even just from our tutors, and it's not even their job, but I feel like they've been checking up on us.
Yeah.
But yeah, in school as well. I mean, I know it was there. Like, we did have a nurse for it, and I don't know how long the waiting list was or anything like that because I never went. But yeah, I think it was also really hard to actually get that help. Like, obviously, we personally now could just email, or it's a lot easier to ask for it. But in school, it was never easy to go and ask for it. So I agree with that. I feel like funding might not be... I think there needs to be more funding within schools for it, realistically.
The thing is, I understand that the school's main purpose should be to educate their students, but when your students aren't in a good mindset, then they're not really in the correct mindset to learn.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a direct consequence that they should take into consideration, which they don't usually do.
Yeah, definitely. So my other note I've wrote down as well is, this is just in general, not just in schools and colleges, so any age as well. Do you think mental health has been taken as seriously as it should be?
I feel like I have a little bit of a controversial view about mental health and everything. I think it's incredibly important and people need to get help to obviously help them through it. But I feel like there was a period in time, I don't know about now, but for a little while, it seemed like having bad mental health or some sort of issue was like a trend. And like something like that, it seemed like everybody had something. And I was like, I understand that there's a lot of different mental health issues that I know about and I don't know about. But it seemed like all of a sudden, everyone had them. It wasn't a gradual thing. It was like all of a sudden, we saw everybody have depression or everybody had anxiety or something like that. And I was like, do you actually have it, if that makes sense? Or do you just feel anxious? Are you just feeling anxious at the minute? Or do you have anxiety? They're very different things.
Yeah. I'm not laughing at you, by the way. I'm laughing at Holly's really loud slurps.
Same with depression. I feel like you can feel sad, but there's a massive difference between feeling sad and having depression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My opinion on it is, I think it's definitely in the last few recent years been taken a lot more seriously. There's definitely a lot more campaigns out there, and it looks like it's been more funded. I still think it needs more funding, but there's definitely been more funding put into it in the last few years. And there's all these things on TV now, like with the Britain's Got Talent, when they said Get Britain Talking, and there's stuff like that, and there is help out there, and I feel like it's very visible to us. Like, I know that if I'm ever feeling low, there is always help out there, which is really good. But I feel like within some work areas, it's probably not taken as seriously, depending on what job role you're in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess. What about you,
And
Reece?
I feel like
I
feel like it's a lot harder for boys and men to admit or say something because of the whole toxic masculinity thing. Boys aren't supposed to cry, or they're not supposed to express their emotions. And that's why Get Britain Talking and things like that are so important, because they have feelings too. Yeah, they 100%. Have feelings too. It's not just a female thing. They just don't think they can talk about it. I think it's a lot harder for them to express those emotions. So boys, if you're watching and you feel low, you're feeling anxious, anything, talk about it. You can do it.
It's a trope that we need to kick.
And masculinity, awful.
I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I don't talk about emotions at all. But like, that's because I have none. But like, my opinion on it all, like, I agree with you guys. Like, it has improved. Like, people are like taking mental health like more seriously now, and like kind of think about that on the same level as physical health. There's still like a bit to go, but like, we're getting there. And like, I believe that everyone has mental health. Like, we all have good days and bad days, but some people need assistance more so than others, and that's where like the actual diagnosis come in and that. But overall, like, everyone should have the courage to talk and have the courage to listen, because no one is alone. And that's the slogan from my mental health campaign.
I'll leave like all links below as well. I will link your mental health campaign, Reece, and other helplines out there and stuff.
It's not just mine. It's like a whole team. Like, I love them all.
Team. There is no iron team. So yeah, I think that wraps it up for mental health, right? So
for now.
For now, I mean, yeah, it's to be continued, a never-ending story. But yeah, so we might keep that wheel next time if you guys enjoyed it. Maybe mix it up a bit more. Come up with some new ideas. If you guys have any ideas what you'd like to see us talk about, comment below.
Maybe next time when we do the wheel, we'll actually use it correctly rather than picking and choosing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't make the rules. Well,
Yes, you do.
I did make the rules, yeah. But yeah, hopefully Connor will be back with us next time as well. Maybe in a few more episodes we'll start getting guests on. So whatever you guys want to see, let us know. And we also did really well on the last podcast, so thank you guys for the support. We've got over 200 views on it.
Woo!
Yeah, goes right. So yeah, let's keep this going, and I'm sure we will get on to episode 3. Now. We should be verified, I know. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. It's been great. It's been fab. Yeah, say goodbye, you guys.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, everybody ready? So yeah, my sorry, that's funny.
No, naughty.
Naughty.